Hello everyone, it's Ashway II. Today's video brings you the second offering in the collaboration between Crù Ñonpareil, Ghina Bootmaker, and me. This is the Crù Ñonpareil Ashway II boot, which is a variation on the original Ashway that I designed a few months back and was delivered to me and I've recently featured on my channel. Crù Ñonpareil is based out of Trinidad and Tobago and has worked with Ghina Bootmaker based out of Bandung, Indonesia, and brings together several unique aesthetics. As you can see here, this is a Galway style boot, but with the side panel having an upsweeping profile and in this case featuring some broguing. You can also see that the facing has some very unique details, including this tab at the bottom of the facing, and you see brogued cap toe design with a Norwegian braided welt and a contrast outsole stitch. Overall, this is an incredibly beautiful boot that brings together the heritages of Dutch shoemaking, which was brought to Indonesia many years ago and has now been recreated and re-envisioned by Indonesian makers. You also see the style inherited from the Galway boot, which has the side sweeping panel characteristic of the profile of a country boot. Here we also see a beautiful brogued cap toe and a 180-degree Norwegian welt, which is extended to a 270-degree welt when considering the outsole stitching. I found this boot to be incredibly beautiful, and it features a beautiful Norwegian stitch coupled with contrast stitching on an upper fashioned from Maryam Horsebutt leather in a natural colorway. Here you see that contrast stitching in the Norwegian welt, as well as the rugged commando sole, the beautiful curves and the arch support built into this last by Ghina Bootmaker. You can see that this shoe has 5 eyelets and 3 speed hooks, characteristic of the Ashway style boot, and the very unique back heel counter, which I think is a beautiful take that features some really unique design elements on the pull tab that you do not see outside of Indonesia, and that adds to the particular characteristics of this boot. This is really a worldwide effort between Trinidad and Tobago in Crù Ñonpareil, Indonesia and Ghina Bootmaker, the leather tannery Maryam Tannery out of Italy, and then my design initially created here in the United States and modified by Kenwin to include the brogued side paneling, which I think is a really nice touch. Creates a more dramatic and almost dressy style profile that takes this boot further away from that rugged look towards more of a dress shoe or dress boot. I think the Norwegian welt adds to this, as well as the contrast stitching done on the outsole stitching. Very high stitch density, as you can see, and this is all done by hand. This is a hand-welted, hand-stitched shoe with hand-sewn outsoles, machine-stitched uppers, and hand-lasting. This is a really talented bootmaker that I've brought up before with Ghina Bootmaker, and I'm really excited by this collaboration and the chance to design boots for Crù Ñonpareil and Ghina Bootmaker. In the coming shots, we're going to see some of the boot in more of a natural setting, so you're going to see different colorways, different lights, and a different vibe. All in all, as you can see, I'm just as excited about this boot. This is not my own boot, this is Kenwin's personal boot. I love the last choice, the soft square chiseled glass. I love the design and the sweeping profiles of the Galway style profile paneling, and I love the rugged approach to this style. The broguing just adds an extra level of dressiness to what has become an all-purpose boot, not just simply a country boot. I think these are exciting times in shoemaking and bootmaking. By enabling the internet, we are now able to achieve collaborations across cultures, disciplines, interests, as well as taking an idea derived from the boot hobby and enthusiasm and executing it to near perfection. Crù Ñonpareil is leading the way in this manner, and I'm really excited to have been part of this collaboration. This is the Crù Ñonpareil Ashway II. This is Ashway II. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you at the next video.